Hi, so we have Mr. Puneet Vidyarthi, Head of Brand Marketing India and APAC for Case Construction. So, welcome Puneet.
Thank you,
So,
Shankar.
just wanted to understand from your side, how is the demand situation for construction equipment at present, and how do you see particularly the demand from rural India picking up over past few quarters? What are you?
Sure. So, if you look at the 50, 60 years cycle for construction equipment consumption demand in India, there is a pattern which it is following. So, from that perspective, I think the demand is, I would say, in a medium to long term basis, is strong, robust, and the projections are also very promising. Like the industry is expecting the 250,000 units sold in a year by 2030, which is almost double in 10 years time, less than 10 years time. So on a macro level, the demand is robust. uh, from where it is getting generated, the demand is getting generated from the projects which are coming, the large projects, the mega projects, also at the grassroots level where the rural demand comes in. It's very interesting to note that when it comes to the rural India, the construction equipment is also a means of livelihood. You know, uh, people are becoming entrepreneur by purchasing first equipment, and then earning their livelihood out of it. And each equipment therefore is giving employment or a livelihood to multiple people. So there's an owner, there is an operator, then there in many machines there is another operator, there is a helper, then there is a service network which gets developed around that. So there is a battery of people who are actually getting livelihood out of it, and that's where the demand gets generated and will keep on generating. And it's very unique to India, that the equipment are also seen as a method to grow economically larger in life, which is I think unique and interesting, and hence the demand will continue to grow from the rural India. Uh, Now this entire concept has happened because if you look at like 15, 20 years back, the ownership of the machine and the usage of the machine was very metro or the large city centric. Then came the phase when the ownership was large cities, but the usage was tier two, tier three kind of cities. Today, the ownership has also shifted to the rural areas. The usage has also shifted to the rural areas, and the network or the ecosystem which is supporting those machines, that has also shifted to the rural areas. Right. So, which means that there's a larger population which is engaged with the construction equipment, and hence which has
Demand
become
coming.
a demand driver for the equipment.
Interesting. And Puneet, you also take care of other global geographies, especially in the APAC region. So, can you just highlight what are the key, I mean, uh, key drivers which we can bring to India in order to help grow this segment in India?
Sure. So, in many economies, the larger economies or the developed economies, uh, there is one very significant concept or a phenomena which is the rental as a business. Rental of construction equipment as a business, that has evolved to a larger extent. Uh, Now, in India, situation is slightly interesting because on one side we have got the large projects which have got very strict timelines to be adhered to, and lot of work to be delivered within those shorter timelines, which essentially means that the specialized equipments are needed, uh, which have got higher capacities and higher efficiencies. So I think the learning which will come from these evolved markets or developed markets is that in those niche equipment, the large equipments, I think we can take a leaf of learning from their books about the rental business for the large specialized equipments. So that is something which I think will grow, and people are watching how the world has done well in those areas. At the same time, the larger consumption of machines at the grassroots level will continue to be the retail segment, but the rental business, which I think that has got a lot of scope for learning from the developed markets for India.
And just wanted to understand what is Case doing on the, uh, to compensate for the shortage of skilled laborers and skilled employees. So you touched upon it during the interaction. So if you can just take us through what is the company doing in order to attract the best of talent, best of skill sets into the company.
So there are two things when it comes to the skill. One is the requirement of the skilled operators or the service engineers for the machinery, which is the customer's requirement. To address to that, yes, we have got our training schools. We run the programs. Recently, we have also, through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we have actually uh, set up multiple programs like Project Shilpi, Project Vijeta, and Hunar, where we are specifically picking up the rural unemployed youth and giving them the training on our cost under our CSR program, and then they are free to join if they want to stay in this sector or they want to go and explore other things. But this is one small initiative which we are trying to pay back to the society. That's on the customer end side of it. Uh, for our own engineers and youngsters, we run again multiple programs. CASE is an organization which gives equal opportunity to everyone, and there are a lot of career growth opportunities. So not necessarily if someone has joined in one segment or the sector or or the department, but has got interest, or he finds something else interesting. So there are very clear-cut policies and platforms within the organization for individuals' growth. We have got our technology center, which is a GCC, which has employed thousands of engineers. In each of our manufacturing facilities, we are encouraging the youngsters to join. We are working alongside the Institute of Reputation like IITs and IIMs, co-creating and trying to solve problems. So we are engaging students, in the real life problems. So that is there is another method through which we are trying to uh, create some kind of interest for the young engineers and managers for this industry.
Thank you, Puneet. Thanks for your time and your
Thank
insights.
you. Thank
Thanks
you,
once
Shaka.
again. Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.